just talked about the recent tangi of my father. However, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Rawiri Daniels, and I've been in the community here for now 35 years. In that 35 years, I've actually been working for a trade union. And in trade unions, you've got to work with people and understand people and how they work and what sort of issues that they have on the table. So they can be things from obviously employment, from wages, from housing, from justice, from all sorts of things that come up. And out of that, I'm very fortunate that I also get to connect in other areas of our community as well in terms of our maraes. Our land trust, and I've had also the experience of being involved with the management of our union, which has led me to making a decision to stand for a position as a councillor for this election. Back in 2003, I stood out in the North Ward, and back in those days they were under a ward system. I finished fourth out of the 6 candidates, so I was the fourth. I missed out by about 500 votes. But I was really surprised and pleased with what I got because I had the first 3 and I was the fourth one. So perhaps this time the election is going to be a little bit different, or a lot more different, because as like all the rest of our other candidates here, we all have an opportunity to be taken from at large to the wider community. So most people will know each and every one, and I think it's so clear that we've got a great lineup of candidates. If we look around the room here, we've got 14 Māori candidates that are actually standing, which is a great start. But we need to also grow that. We also need to make sure that our people get out and vote and do the right thing, because lots of people will say, yes, I'm going to vote for you, and then after the election's gone, they usually say, I forgot what's on the fridge. I think that we can do more in terms of tourism. I'm really excited that we've got things like the bikeways and mountain biking that's going on. But I think in tourism we need to go back and look at what can we do with our airport. Can we link back up to Trans-Tasman again? Can we get flights into and out of Queenstown again? We need to start growing our economy. We need to start thinking about the infrastructure of our roading in the city. We are going to have to deal with those issues because long term, it's going to affect us no matter which way we want to look. The amount of growth that's going on in the Bay of Plenty, and most of you would know that there's a high population boom going on in Tauranga, but here in Rotorua, we seem to be just slowly but surely growing. I'm sure there are more opportunities that we can create. And I'm aware that Stevie and some of the council members already know that they've got some potential going on after this election should they get back in. So I want to support that. I agree with Merepeka that we have to be here to work for the whole of our community. I totally support and agree to tātou. However, what we've got to do though is make sure that the people who are making all the negative noise out there are drowned out by all the positive people like us who can actually make a real contribution to help our community get forward. And I think that it's a pity that we've got people out in our community who try and paint the wrong picture about how negative it is. I mean, the only ones that make it negative are those people that are talking about it like that position. So it's up to us to stand up, to make sure that we can have a voice out there. I think it's important that our people in the wider community get to know more about who we are as candidates, what we stand for, and how we can hopefully make a difference in our community. One other thing that I think is missing, and somebody talked about it before, was about the geothermal. I think that there is potential for us to hopefully develop geothermal for the city, for the residents, the ratepayers, but we just need to find the right model. Te Arowhaki have got a great model. If we can look at something like that over here, I think we may have the potential to go forward. Finally, my slogan on my billboard says, your vote, your voice. Rawiri Daniels. Kia ora.